Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, I am very happy. I'm honestly ecstatic right now. I'm going to use that word. I am ecstatic right now. Because today, as a Barca fan, was the most successful hate watch I've ever had in my entire life, and no day comes close. Today is one of the best days of my life, genuinely. We watched Bayern Munich lost to Aston Villa. Shout out to John Duran, by the way, for that banger. We watched Girona lose to Feyenoord, which I don't really hate Girona, but still, they lost. And we watched Atletico Madrid lose. Actually, no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. We watched Atletico Madrid get spanked. Fucking spanked by Benfica. The only Spanish team to win their game in this UCL match week was Barcelona yesterday against Young Boys. It really shows we are the creme de la creme of Spanish football. But today, I don't want to talk about Girona. I definitely don't want to talk about Girona. I don't want to talk about Atletico Madrid. I don't want to talk about Bayern Munich. I want to talk about Real Madrid versus Lille. Because what we just saw today was crazy. Real Madrid just lost to Lille in the UCL. Let me put this into perspective for you guys, honestly. Real Madrid, that is their first loss in 10 months. Their last loss was against Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey in January of this year. And if you want to go even, if you want to put it into even bigger perspective, that's their first loss in a bigger perspective. Is that even a thing? If you want to make it even more crazy, that is their first loss in 90 minutes in a year. Their last loss in 90 minutes was to Atletico Madrid last year in October. And Lille had won one game in the month of September. They won one game in September. They won one out of their last 5 games. And they just beat Madrid and they didn't just beat them, thoroughly outplayed them through 90 minutes. That was crazy what we just saw. And this Madrid team, to me, honestly, this Madrid team is a rugby team. It's literally a rugby team. Back pass, side pass, back pass. No forward play, no verticality, nothing, man. There's no cohesive, they're not on the same page, it seems like. If you guys watched my Yap sessions last year when I was talking about Barca under Xavi, you've heard me say this before, but I'm going to say one more. I'm going to say it now for this Madrid team this year. It looks like these players had never played together before. It looks like they had never had a training session together before, because the way that they press, they don't press as a unit. They can't string 3 passes together. They're never on the same page. It's honestly so weird to watch after watching that Madrid team last year be thoroughly dominant. Just be so dominant, have one of the best seasons that a team has had in years, man. Honestly, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that. Madrid last year, losing 2 games all year and winning the UCL, winning the Copa, and winning the Super Cup and winning La Liga in the fashion that they did. I mean, to see this after you add Kylian Mbappe, I understand you lost Toni Kroos, but you still added Kylian Mbappe, and you still have an all-star squad. It's crazy, man. I did not see this coming. I predicted Madrid to win the league this season. I thought they could win the treble. And again, it's early. I'm not counting Madrid out because you can never count them out. But so far, man, you cannot. If you're a Madrid fan, you cannot be happy with the product you're seeing on the pitch. This football is terrible, man. I honestly sympathize with you guys because we as Barca fans, we lived it last year, and this is never fun to watch. And I understand that Madrid fans talk about the loss of Toni Kroos, and that's a big loss. And after seeing what Toni Kroos provided for this team, we might have to consider giving him the Ballon d'Or because he was clearly the most important player on this Madrid team. But still, when you lose Toni Kroos, you still have Fede Valverde, you still have Tchouaméni, you still have Camavinga who came back today. All the Madrid fans are talking about how once we get Camavinga back, this team is going to be back to normal. And you get Camavinga back today, and while he was great in my opinion, especially in that first half, it changed nothing. The football was still terrible. And not to mention the attack that you have, like I said, adding Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., who's going to win the Ballon d'Or, Arda Güler, Endrick, Rodrigo. But again, this team looks like they had never played together before. It looked like a rugby team today. And in this game specifically, the first half, I mean, Lille, man, they came to play today. They came to play today. Madrid had one chance in that first half. It was an Endrick one-on-one, but other than that, they did nothing. And Lille also had a chance in that first half apart from the goal. It was Jonathan David with that header in the back post that Lille made a great save on. But, Lille obviously got their penalty, but Lille didn't really create many chances apart from that, but they obviously got they held up well, and they got their penalty, and they scored it, a handball from Camavinga in the box, who, like I said, I think Camavinga was great in that first half, but that's a terrible penalty to give away. You cannot be putting your hand out like that. I mean, it was a clear penalty. And for them, obviously, they scored that goal, they went to halftime 1-0 up, and in that second half, they just did their job. And Madrid came out in that second half. I thought they were going to score a goal because obviously it's second half FC. And apart from the last 10 minutes of the second half, they did nothing all game. They did absolutely nothing all game. Arda Güler came on, in my opinion, and changed that game when he came on because he's the one that created the 3 chances that they had towards the end. There was a chance where Vini stole the ball from Boadi. I think the midfielder from Lille, his name is that's his name. If I'm not mistaken, I apologize if I got that wrong, by the way. And then Arda had that chance. You had a chance where there was the header at the, if I'm not mistaken, it was the header from Rudiger or somebody else, whatever. They created 3 chances towards the end. I can't remember the chances quite well right now because honestly, I'm riding on such a high. I apologize. My memory's kind of foggy. I'm so happy that I just saw Madrid lose and Bayern Munich lose. I just can't think straight. But still, basically my point is the only chances they created were in the last 10 minutes of the second half. Apart from that, they did nothing. Mbappe came on, he did nothing. Endrick in that first half again wasn't great. I don't think we're going to see Endrick start again, especially when Mbappe's healthy, he's not going to start. But even if Mbappe's hurt, I mean, he comes off the bench, he looks good, but when he's starting, you can tell the kid's still too young and just he doesn't have that football maturity, that football IQ yet. So again, Lille did their job. And to me, Lille today, man, Thiago Santos, take a bow. Take a bow. I want to shout out the Lille players first before we actually get in depth and talk about the Madrid players, because I have a lot of things to say about Madrid, if you couldn't tell. But Thiago Santos today had a day. Zagreb, that fucking guy from Kosovo on that right-hand side. I mean, that right-hand side was cooking today for them. It was cooking today. Jonathan David had a great game as well. But yeah, I mean, like I said today, for me, and their goalkeeper, oh my God, their goalkeeper made a huge save towards the end. Their goalkeeper looked like Prime Buffon today. It was just clicking. And I'm not going to lie, when they got that free kick, when Madrid got that free kick, the last kick of the game, I was like, oh my God, they're going to score now. And they didn't. I was so happy. The black magic didn't work today, man. It did not work. But yeah, shout out to Thiago Santos, shout out to Zagreb, shout out to their goalkeeper, shout out to Jonathan David, because yes, Jonathan David obviously was a penalty scorer, but apart from that, he had great, I think his overall play was really good as well. So again, I want to give my props to Lille, because today they came in as a team that, again, was struggling on form, a team that had not been playing well this season, and to do that against that team is crazy. And for Madrid, man, what I saw today, the biggest issues that I saw from Madrid were, number one, they don't press as a unit. It's like one player presses and nobody else presses with them, so it doesn't really work. They can't string passes together. And the other thing that I saw, their fullback play has been was really bad today, and for the most part has been not great this season. Fran Garcia came in, actually let's talk about Mendy first, because Mendy had an awful first half. Mendy was awful. He was providing nothing for Vinicius Jr. on that left-hand side. Vinny was basically isolated on that left-hand side the whole game because there was nobody making runs. Mendy's a pretty useless player once he passes his own half. And I'm not even trying to be mean. I think Madrid fans can admit that. He's not a great player when he passes his own half. And today, like I said, Vini was basically left isolated on that left-hand side because he provided nothing for them. He literally provided nothing on that left-hand side. So again, Mendy to me was terrible, got taken off. Fran Garcia comes in. I don't think Fran Garcia was much better, to be completely honest with you. I think he had a putrid game today. I don't think he was great when he came on. And Dani Carvajal, coming off the season he had last year, which is honestly one of the best seasons you can see a fullback have. Definitely in recent times. I mean, what he did last season in the Euros was fantastic. He's a Ballon d'Or candidate this year. He will finish in the top 10 of Ballon d'Or this year. What he's been doing this season has been, I don't know what the fuck happened to Dani Carvajal. Maybe it's fatigue, but I don't know what happened to him because he's not been good. He has not been good this whole season. And today he was not good. His passing was awful today, man. He just couldn't pass the ball. I don't know what he was doing. Honestly, I don't know what he was doing with the ball. Every time he had the ball at his feet, he would misplace a pass. It was crazy to watch because Dani Carvajal is a great passer, but he just couldn't pass the ball. But yeah, like I said, their fullback play today was terrible. Their midfield wasn't great. Like I said, Camavinga I think had a good game. Jude Bellingham, one thing about Jude Bellingham that I've noticed this season compared to last season is that last season, obviously, his output was insane. He was scoring goals for fun. He was an output machine last year. This year, I know he's been injured, but his output hasn't been nearly there. Has yet to score goals this whole season. But Jude, what I see from him, and I thought he played well today actually, is that his work off the ball is there. I mean, this guy's fighting for the ball. He's tackling. He's cutting. He's intercepting balls. So Jude's work rate is always going to be great. Again, even when he's not offering you that goal scoring, he can still do so many things because he's so talented. So I think Jude had a good game today. Modric came in and had that pass to Arda in that second half. But other than that, he had a pass when he just tried to pass it to Carvajal. It was just a terribly misplaced pass. They were not on the same page. I don't think Luka Modric is the guy that maybe Madrid fans thought he was. Coming into the season. I know most people thought he was old already, but the quality, it seems that he seems to have dropped off massively. I think he should be. I don't think he should be a Madrid player next season. Honestly, if they want to continue to improve, because I don't think he's that quality of player yet. The front line for Madrid, in my opinion, was not good. Mbappe comes on for Endrick, did nothing today. Did absolutely nothing today. Who else? Vini, like I said, had nothing on that left hand side because there was nobody helping him on that left hand side. And Fede, I forgot to talk about Fede. I think Fede Valverde was actually good today as well, by the way. I want to shout out Fede because he looks tired, man, but he's still working his ass off every time he's on the pitch. Working his ass off every time he's on the pitch. Again, it wasn't his best game today, but he's still working his ass off. But yeah, man, for me, when I look at this Madrid team, it's weird because the talent is there. But I don't know what Carlo Ancelotti is instructing these guys to do, but it's clearly not working. It's clearly not working, and this team needs a change on something. They need something changing. They need something to change, if they want to actually win something this season. Because Madrid, when it comes to the league, yes, they've been subpar in the league, but again, I don't want to say they've underachieved. What I'll say is this: Madrid haven't played to their potential in the league. We know that. They have not had great games in the league so far. The tied against Mallorca, the first game of the season, tied against Las Palmas, have really had a shaky game against Espanyol, who are terrible. Had a shaky game against La Sociedad, they won that game. Like I said, they've been winning games. They've been getting results, but the performances have not been there. But that's the league, right? In the UCL, this is their competition. You expect them when they get to the UCL to turn it on and just be Real Madrid, because no matter how much it pains me to say, and honestly, I want to yak after saying that, it is their competition. It's the UCL. This is where Madrid thrive. And even in the UCL against Stuttgart, they weren't great. And today, they just were awful, in my opinion. Again, apart from those last 10 or 5 minutes in the second half, They were awful today. They couldn't create a chance. All it was long balls, long balls, long balls. No creativity, no combinations in the final third. They had nothing, even with Mbappe on the pitch. Again, we're talking about a team that has Kylian Mbappe, a team that has Vinicius Jr. They should not be playing like this. And like I said, today for me, their fullback play was awful. Mendy, oh my God, one of the worst halves I've seen a player have. Fran Garcia was not good. Carvajal. I thought Lunin had a great game, by the way. Lunin is a beast, man. Lunin, the fact that they have him as a backup keeper is always going to be a positive for Madrid because, you know, that guy's your backup keeper. You're good to go. I mean, Courtois is obviously, in my opinion, the best in the world, but Lunin he's one of the best keepers in the world and he's a backup for them. But yeah, for me, I thought that Madrid today just got thoroughly outplayed and they deserve to lose. They deserve to lose this game. Because Lille were the better team. Lille came to play, and I want to say, like I said, Zagreb, whatever his name is. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that too, by the way. I thought he had a great game. Thiago Santos, their goalkeeper, Jonathan David. They had a game plan. They executed it to perfection, and they won that game. And Madrid were getting carved out on the counterattack, man. Every time Lille won the ball deep in their own half, they were getting out and getting the ball forward and getting it to the wingers and actually carrying the ball forward. And while they weren't creating, you know, the most clear-cut chances, that's still, you know, you make those Madrid players run, you tire out their legs. That works, man. It works. Make them run. I think Lille today covered 10 kilometers more of ground. They ran 10 kilometers. What the fuck am I talking about? 10 kilometers more than the Madrid players on the pitch. So again, they outworked Madrid today. And for me, again, I know Madrid fans are pissed with Carlo Ancelotti. I don't think they should be calling for Carlo Ancelotti to be sacked because I think this guy has done so much for that team. You know, winning the UCL for them literally 3 months ago or 4 months ago. I think it's too premature to say you got to kick Carlo out. But again, these performances, they're clearly not it. It's not working. Again, I hope Carlo stays for the whole year because I think he's a good manager. And also because if they keep playing like this, I'll be happy as a Barca fan, honestly, because they're not winning shit playing like this. And you can clip this, by the way, right now. They're not winning anything playing like this. They're not winning anything playing like this. Nothing. And the loss of Toni Kroos is huge. That is not an excuse to be playing like this. And people were talking about how once Jude Bellingham comes back, they're gonna play better. Jude Bellingham came back, nothing has changed. Once Camavinga comes back, they're gonna play better. Camavinga comes on, it didn't change anything. My boy, I was texting my boy, one of my best friends is a Real Madrid fan, a diehard fan, loves the team with his whole heart. As much as I'm a Barca fan, he's a Madrid fan. He texted me, he's like, don't worry, once Mbappe comes on, we'll be good to go. Mbappe came on, nothing happened. Suck on that, Carlos. Mbappe came on, nothing happened. Oh, you thought he was gonna actually do something. If you're watching this, he's definitely watching this. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro, you lost. But anyway. Yeah, man, that's all I have to say. Madrid fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As you guys know, obviously I'm a Barca fan, so I'm always going to be happy when Madrid lose. But I try to provide some analysis on this game and why I thought Madrid didn't really play well. Because I do think that this team has so much firepower that comes down to structure. I mean, there's something structural going on with this team. Again, Carlos off fault, but these players seem to be kind of checked out in a way. Because, again, no one's pressing as a unit. They're not fighting for the second ball. They're getting beaten all their duels. That is something that is on the pitch. Carlo can't do anything about that. He can't go into the pitch, you know, put on shorts with his hairy ass legs. I don't even know if he has hairy legs. I've never seen his legs. But I'm guessing he has some hairy ass legs, unless he shaves them, which in that case, that's kind of hot. But anyway, Carlo runs onto the pitch. You know, he can't be doing that. He's too old for that shit. That's Mbappe's job. You know, that's Vini's job. That's Modric's job. That's Arda Güler's job. That's Rudiger's job. Which Rudiger, by the way, today, man. I mean, great job today, brother. Great job today. The most memorable thing you did was try to pop some fucking Lille player's arm out of his socket, like his shoulder out of his socket. So congrats to you, man. It's just Rudiger being quirky, right? That's just fun little Rudiger, you know. Yeah, he's silly. You know what I mean? Rudiger's just a silly guy. But yeah, man. Madrid fans, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I know there's a lot of Madrid fans that watch these videos, and I appreciate you guys. And I want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know you probably hate to see my face right now talking about your team losing, but I'm sorry, man. It's the way it is. If you're watching a rival channel, you got to be prepared for me to be happy when they lose. And today I'm happy, man. I'm happy that they lost. I'm happy that Bayern Munich lost. I'm happy that Atletico Madrid lost. Today could not have been a better day. But yeah, man, Madrid today just really, really bad. And yeah, it's just my thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think. Like I said, let me know in the comment section down below. Barca fans, let me know how you feel after today, after this hate watch. It was extremely successful for all of us. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.